Well, I certainly put my foot in my mouth. There's a video that about 20 people saw, and there were some comments on, where I was talking about how we need to cut back on the amount of times we need to go to the grocery store. Try to stock up on the dried foods and non-perishable foods, and if you're able to get, stock up on frozen meats and frozen vegetables, that it would be a good thing. Now, I still stand by that in general, but not everyone is able to do that. I was suggesting that, if someone is able to do it, to limit it to even once a month to go grocery shopping and really, really stock up. But not everyone is able to do that. Not everyone is single or only has a couple other people living with them. Some people have a large family. Some people don't have very much freezer space. Some people take public transportation and you can only carry so much with you. I didn't take those things into consideration. It was pretty inconsiderate of me. But, but we do want to reduce the amount of times we are potentially exposing ourselves to the coronavirus. Every time you go grocery shopping, every time you're around that many people, you're taking a chance. And especially now that so many stores have limited their hours where you can't shop at night anymore, which was something that I did, before. But now Winco isn't open 24/7. I think Safeway has reduced their hours. Fred Meyer has never had, they used to be open till 11 p.m., but now it's just until 10 p.m. Around here, there's a place called SARS Marketplace. Yeah, not the best name, is it? And they're open 24/7, but they're not a very clean store. The ones I've been to anyway haven't been really haven't seemed that clean. They don't seem as well kept up. And, well, that wouldn't be a very good place to go either. So, we want to try to limit the number of times we go to a grocery store. If you're supposed to not go to any large gatherings, a grocery store is kind of a large gathering. And you have to touch things that, like the keypads, you have to touch things that a lot of other people have touched. Now, as I've said before, I take one of those disinfecting wipes with me, Clorox or Lysol or one of the wet ones, one of those kinds of things. And I wipe down the keypad before I use it and the screen before I use it. But that doesn't change, where you have your groceries sitting, like on the conveyor belts or on the area that the groceries get put, before they're put into a bag. It doesn't change those things. So, and I suppose one should try to wash the things that they get from a grocery store if they're able to be washed. Now, you certainly don't want to spray disinfectant on them. You don't want to poison yourself by putting chemicals on your food. That's a bad idea. But yeah, we want to limit the amount of times we go to a grocery store. But you can only limit it so much, There's also the fact that a lot of stores put a limit on how many of any one item someone buys. That makes sense too. We don't want like the toilet paper situation where people are just totally stocking up on it, and it just to ridiculous levels. It's still weird to me that people found the stocking up on toilet paper far more important than stocking up on non-perishable foods. I just still think that's a weird thing. That's a weird phenomenon. Anyway, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate people showing that I was being pretty inconsiderate. because I was coming from a very privileged sort of mindset, and I'm glad that I was shown the reality. So anyway,